All right, here with the head coach of the Edward Waters women's volleyball squad, head coach Lauren Ford. Coach, we quickly switch from a successful men's season now to now a women's season. A lot of good players that we see on your squad so far. You've had a couple of days to work with them. How do you think they're kind of assimilating to your system and some of the things that you've been able to put into making a quality squad this year?
I think we're really focusing on the fundamentals and discipline. Every day we look for the progress, and then making sure that we do the process of being a better team. Our hashtag this year is trust the process. So that's with everything on and off the court. In school, we want to be great student athletes. So I think we're coming along very well right now, for as long as we've been here.
As we saw on the men's side, as we go over to the women's side now, the cupboard's not bare. There's a lot of great talent that came over from last year's 17-2 squad in the SIAC and that East Division Championship. You get your the SIAC preseason player of the year, the SIAC's player of the year from last year coming back. You get the setter of the year coming back this year, and a lot of great talent from last year's squad onto this year's squad. Just talk about that cupboard not being bare and being able to have an opportunity to once again do it again.
It's awesome coming in and having such talent to work with and mold. But right now we're just trying to make the puzzle pieces fit. Fatima is an outstanding athlete. I'm very thrilled that she's back again. Definitely going to ride her until we can't anymore. Matea has stepped into a great leadership role for us, not only just as our setter, but as a captain. I thought she came in this year and did a phenomenal job of really leading this team, really taking us a step forward, pushing us in a very we can do this type way as a team captain. So she works hard, but she works by example.
As some of the old pieces, some old pieces have moved on to other opportunities. You brought in some new players as well. Same question I asked Matea. How do you think they've been able to kind of gel with what's here before to be able to hopefully get this into another championship squad?
I mean, we have our days where it's like oil and water or vinegar and water, or whatever the analogy is. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to integrate them into the system. And I think, I told them they're all even right now because I did not work with them last year. So everyone has an opportunity to get on the court. I'm very big on iron sharpens iron. So if one player is going 100%, they are absolutely forcing another player to go to 100% if they want to play. So I think my newcomers, I'm very impressed with them coming in. They're very confident girls. They're confident in their play. They just need a couple days to kind of just figure it out and see what the other teammates have. And I think once we get it together and it all clicks, it'll be a very successful squad.
That E word has been going around, expectations. There's expectations now for the squad to do it again. There's expectations to be one of the top teams in the SIAC. They're pick number one to win the SIAC East Division, pick to make another solid run in the tournament. Just talk about your expectations of what others may have and the expectations that you have for your squad this year.
Gotcha. Pressure is a privilege is what, everyone says. So having that target on our back, we have to just carry that and know that it's an honor to be picked number one, but also we have to put in the work to do it. That just doesn't come easy. Success only comes before work in the dictionary. But I also I like the challenge of doing it. I'm a competitive person, and hopefully, I have a lot of competitive kids on my squad this year. So we're ready to move forward and carry that.
Of the 29 or 30 games on your schedule, regular season wise, there's only going to be 6 here at home. Just you're going to be really acquainted with the road a lot this year. An unusual schedule, as we've seen from other years. But talk about the challenges that come with that and the opportunities that come with that. To hopefully get the players to learn each other that much better and hopefully be able to have a championship year this year.
Gotcha. Yes, being on the road is a challenge, but I also think it would make us stronger when we actually do get home. Definitely being on bus trips and that's always going to be adversity. But we need to learn how to get over that, get through that, fight it, get a good routine when we go, be disciplined when we play, and then move on to the next game. We're going to take it game by game, so we're not looking ahead to anything. We're just going to play it by the schedule.
You've played as a player. You've played in the two toughest conferences in women's collegiate volleyball, playing in the Big Ten over at Wisconsin, playing in the SEC, finishing at South Carolina. That experience that you have as a Division I player and those two fantastic conferences, how do you think that helps you as a coach to be able to impart that wisdom to these young Chargers you have right now?
I think playing at the highest level in two Big Five conferences has definitely helped me because I've had really good coaches throughout my years. I've had coaches that have been with their national teams. I have coaches that have been players before. And I try to take something from each and every one of them that I still use to this day. Their philosophies, drills, just sayings, how they do things in practice. I've really tried to just hold on to that, kind of mend it into what I wanted, and then I still use it. So it's been very good for me. I'm very appreciative to have the pleasure of being able to compete at that level and to be coached by really good coaches.
You have a new final question. You have a new assistant coach this year, and Coach Tamisha Miller, who comes in, who's no stranger to this conference. Played at Fort Valley State, knows this conference like the back of her hand. She's been successful at the prep level, the JUCO level. How she's been able to help you out as a coach, and how you think her wisdom to be able to impart her wisdom into your young charges this year is going to
She
help you
has
out.
really hit the ground running for us. She came in she's only been here this month, and she's already been such a great support for me and for the girls. I was looking for someone who was going to come in and just kind of reinforce, the goals that I already had. And she's all about it. I say she's definitely familiar with this region of the country, as I come from the Midwest. So I'm really good with Indiana, Illinois, Ohio. So it's really good to have someone from this part of the country that kind of knows what's up. Um, she's awesome. She brings a lot of resources. She brings a lot of experience to the game, and I think it'll be very beneficial for both of our teams.
Coach, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck this season.